Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, I think we're in the final stages of this war against the Khan. We've got a peace agreement that we are happy with. We're going to take away a whole bunch of their fortifications, a whole bunch of their trade, and make sure that we don't have to fight any extra people. We just need to come back in and clear up the last little sections in a future war. So that is what we're going for today. We've got a few of our troops marching around to do a little bit of extra sieging down. I think once we occupy a few more territories, we will be fine. We do, though, in the meantime, have some armies coming by to absolutely lay the smackdown on these last couple. If we can take away some of their mercenaries, I'm sure they will definitely want to bail out of this war sooner than later, and oh my goodness, am I ready for that to happen. Now, it does say that we do have a call for peace, which is true, and our monthly war exhaustion is growing. However, if we have a look, we still have a negative war exhaustion growth, so that is good. We do not have to worry about that. So we're not going to. We'll just focus on what is ahead of us. Also, too, over in the New World, we should just quickly double check. We are almost done with all of this. We're coring up our lands. It should only take, what's this, until July. So that's later this year. That'll be very nice. And then some of these... hang on a second. Yeah, we're not able to call that up, but again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that means we only need one more province, which hopefully will be one of these relatively soon, as we have a few armies doing a little bit of reconquering from our rebels, which is so very nice to have going away. But either way, we will see what we can do there. Let's go ahead and keep on moving some of our troops. We should probably go ahead and march them up into the area nice and quickly and effectively. That should be fine. And yeah, that'll be all. So let's go ahead and focus in on our enemy. We will do everything we can to make sure that we win. Rebels, they're a bit of a pain, but again, nothing for us to really worry about. Yeah, just double checking in for those who haven't seen. We do have our armies doing plenty of rebel suppression around here, so anyone who has caused us trouble is not going to be causing trouble for very much longer. It should all be handled relatively easily, so yeah, we are all good in that respect. Okay, so let's go ahead and zip on in. It looks like we've taken a pretty big fight. It's in grasslands, that's fine. This is for the capital, so we definitely need to win this. We have reinforcements stepping on in, so that should be a very solid victory, even though it already looks like we're winning. This 62 stack can head over here. We're going to try and catch them out. And as for these guys, what do we do? I think we split you up, you, and you. And we're going to collect more or less everybody and make sure that we continue our besieging. So you can go down, and then we will just deal with everything else, as I don't expect them to be able to survive this. So that should hopefully be all that we need. We're up to 72%. Again, we want this to be a little bit higher, as we are demanding more than... We are demanding a full peace treaty, so yeah, every little bit of occupation is going to be very, very useful. Alright, so military leader has left us again. That is disappointing, but not much we can do. We still have... What is this? 3 years before tech? Okay, we do need to now be aware of that. We are getting very close to getting our quality ideas done and dusted. In fact, you know what? It's only supply limit and a little bit of infantry fire. I think we might actually go for our ideas before we pick up the tech. I really, really want to get those extra IDs, and they will have a huge impact on our nation. So I'm willing to wait for that. But either way, let's go ahead and send 260 stacks of troops over there so we can beat them up. They are trying to re-siege a fortification, but I don't think it'll go very well. It's in the jungle, so it's defensive for us, and they don't have the manpower, so all of the attrition they're taking is going to absolutely cook them, and I am down with that. That is perfectly fine for all intents and purposes. Alright, so either way, let's have a look at their stats, since it's been a while since we've checked in on a battle. Discipline is the same. Our morale is 1.6 higher than theirs, and tactics are pretty decent. But the difference is we have a stupid amount of cannons. They do not. Look at that tiny little backline of theirs. They're doing such insignificant damage, and we are laying down the pain, which is so very nice that we can just say goodbye to them so easily. Alright, so let's see. Where else are you guys heading? Maybe let's march our way over here. We'll try and chase them down, figure out exactly where they're trying to retreat to, and we will deal with them. What else have we got? Where are they heading? Oh, it looks like they're actually heading further south. Well, let's deal with those rebels, and then you guys can head down here, and I'm not sure where they're going, but if we can catch them out, that will work, and it looks like we will. We have a new ability for the Age of Revolutions, so let's see. Liberty Desire from Subject Development. Force Marches are free. Or Liberty Desire in the same continent subjects. I think we go maybe... I don't know, Liberty Desire from Subject Development. I think that's not a bad thing. We'll go ahead and we'll pick that up. Actually, you know what? No, let's cancel that. Let's go for Force March. I don't think we'll necessarily need to use it too much, but again, our nation is incredibly large, so having a little bit of extra wiggle room is probably not a bad thing. Alright, so that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and continue everything. That should be fairly well all that we need. Yeah, looks like we counted that out perfectly. Let's see. Can we claim peace? Still just a couple of reasons. Alright, we'll give it another month or so. We did destroy their entire military, so that might even be enough. No, 2 more reasons. Well, alright then, fine. We will do with that as we will. Go ahead and take this back from Separatists, just in case. I don't think that'll affect our call for peace, but, you know, just on the off chance, it's worth making sure that we don't have any extra separatism firing straight away. Looks like more is being occupied by us, which is excellent. You guys can go ahead and mosey your way up north. It looks like that should probably be about it. Yeah, we're up to 86%. Okay, I think that is enough to more or less be done. Our truce with Bengal has finished as well, so we could go straight into another war with them. And realistically, what's this? Ming, Patanai, Yarkand, Kedar, and... I don't think I'm really too concerned about their troops. No, so... Patanai, where are they? They're down over here if memory serves. I can't find them. Oh no, there they are. Okay, so that's them. Ming is still there, but again, not really too much of a concern. Yeah, I think... Let's see, how much land, how much war score do we need? For full annexation, it's 434%, but again, we are not after all of it. We're just after this little section here. So they have... Actually, no, we could probably count it out, but I think it wouldn't cost us too much. That'd be what? That's about 8%, 11, 15, 19, 23, 28, 32, 35, 39, 42, 45, 50. I think there's probably just enough where we could take all of this. Yeah, I think we will be pushing it, but there's a couple of cheaper provinces. We've already taken the most expensive stuff. I think we can probably take this out in a single war as well. Okay, so that is good. That is very good. We can deal with that. Again, let's just wait for these rebels to have their occupations taken away from them, just to be on the safe side. Alright, and there we go. This should now mean we can now peace them out. Yep, that is a 100% peace deal. We have more than enough reasons. That should be good. Anything else we need? I think what we focus on is, we'll just double check in the New World. Where are we with our coring? We've got you sorted out in a couple of days. You're building troops for us in the New World. You're done in a couple of months, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and when are you finished? You'll be finished in September of next year, so just over a year. And you will probably be in the same position. Okay. So that means we're going to have to wait for at least a year with even more overextension, which is not ideal, but we will be able to hand off the majority of this, but this will probably push us over 300%. Wait, really? 300? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's not good, but I suppose it's what we have to do if we're going to get this achievement done. We don't have a huge amount of time to maintain this, but I think we keep these guys around so they can do rebel suppression. These guys can go ahead and do something similar. Again, we'll just make sure that all of this is somewhat covered by some of our troops, just in case anyone gets any funny ideas. And then we'll even make our way across there. Alright, that should be all good. We'll close that, and then these guys, we can do something similar. Let's just make sure all of Europe is covered, or at least all of our European holdings. Yeah, okay, so this should be fine. I think that's fairly safe. Yeah, just making sure that we are under control. Oh, and in fact, you know what? If we can go ahead and branch this out, we should be able to try and keep this a little bit healthier. Yeah, alright, there we go. So we'll close that. It does look like they have a bit of unrest, but it won't be too bad, all things considered. In fact, let's just see what our biggest issue there. Our unrest is from overextension. Okay, oh, and a revolution. Okay, revolution is present. Okay, well, you know what? That's not too bad. We wouldn't mind going revolutionary. So, where is revolution at? Oh, has that started here? Huh. That is the center of revolution. Okay, how did we get that so quickly? That is kind of peculiar. It doesn't seem to be spreading. Okay, but that's why we have issues there. Russian revolutionaries, maybe we don't want to deal with them. If we can get them to siege down our nation and force us to go revolutionary nice and quickly, that would be one way of doing it. Yeah, that would be very, very good. Alright, but either way, we'll handle what we can. I think... do we go ahead and piece these out right now? You know what? We may as well. There's no benefit to holding on to this. Our war exhaustion is going up. Yeah, we need this peace timer to start ticking as soon as possible. So let's just double check their treaties. There is... Actually, let's just drop off those 2, 3... Hang on. Okay, so that's a couple up there. Let's see, military access, guaranteeing, more guarantees. Okay, so you know what, that's actually not too bad on our end. We'll go ahead and we'll select all of this, and then we'll select those as well. That is the 100% peace deal we're after. Overextension is going to be huge. Aggressive expansion is pretty decent. Our prestige, though, is decent. So you know what, we'll get 40, so let's spend some of this. Russian West Indies, why are you upset? Tariffs, yeah. What else have we got? Brazil. You know what, let's go ahead and we will... We'll go ahead and we will placate them. In fact, we might even force their religion too. But yeah, we'll go ahead and hit that button twice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit that button twice. We should be getting enough prestige to cover up the deficit. Yeah, there we go, 43. We'll be all good. Alright, let's send the demand. And at least we can now start coring up all of this stuff. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of forts. This will help protect us next time we fight these guys. Their army is in shambles. We can upgrade centers of trade, which we absolutely will. Let's see, what can we core up? Yeah, we need to avoid all of these in the New World. Uh, oops. Whereabouts? So that's this one. Yeah, and we just need to be very careful and make sure that we are not coring up anything unnecessarily. 3, 4. Oops. So that's this one. Okay, so again, this is just a little awkward. I'd love to hit that button, but again, we cannot afford to accidentally include things that we really cannot afford. Alright, so the good news is it shouldn't take us too much. Come on, we just have to find our way across. Alright, so that's 27. Let's go to 15. Oh, you're nice and cheap. Slowly burning through all of our administrative power. Look at that. We are definitely burning through a decent chunk, but this is for our betterment, so you have to do what you have to do. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's this one. And that is all. So that takes us down to just under 400 power, which isn't too bad. That does mean that we will need... Oh, actually, you know what? At the current rate, we only need 34 over base, and that's about to go down by a whole heap. So, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade centers of trade. That is for certain a good idea. And then... what else do we need? I think we probably need to increase their development if we're going to be able to get much value from things. So... we could spend a whole bunch of Diplo and buff this up for us. That wouldn't be a terrible plan. War taxes, general cost. What is general cost? Is that for all of everything? Like, makes buildings cheaper and... yeah, I'm not sure. But again, we'll leave that be. Alright, we have trade investments which we could afford, but I think we'll go ahead and check out something that we could improve. We could boost this up to a level 3 if we desired. We just need to get 7 more development. And I think... what is it? So we have 6, 6, and 6, so we need 7. I think if we added 7 onto this, that'll go to 13, which is 1 more than what we could do because it has to be equal to the other 2 combined. So let's spend a little bit of admin, and then I think we can boost this up. There we go. So that's now level 25, which we can now upgrade. So that'll help us in the trade node as well, potentially get us an extra merchant. And then... what about you? You need... what is this? 10? Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily worth it. We'll ignore you. We can ignore you. Where is one that we can build? Oh, that's at 16. Oh, you know what? That's actually in a very good spot. We probably should have gone ahead and spent some money over here. Spent some development over there, but I guess that's not going to quite happen. North Sea wouldn't be bad. We are redirecting a decent chunk of money. Yeah, look at that. That's, we don't have a whole heap of total power in the node, but we're certainly diverting a whole bunch of money. Yeah. What do we do? You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll find this one. We'll go ahead and we'll pump in a little bit of extra Diplo power. That should be fun. We've already gone ahead and we've chucked... I think there's a university as well. Yeah, protect local trade. We could make it a little bit cheaper, but I think that's fine. And we'll focus on... oh, you know what? We could do a little bit more over here. Yeah, so it can't go... Okay, it's got to be one more than what the other two are combined together with. Because we only need 2 more power. You know, let's just do 1 here and 1 there, and we'll upgrade this one as well. So that should be fine. That'll give us a little bit of extra control. Yeah, make sure that other nations are not getting their money's worth. Alright, and we now have black flagged armies too, don't we? Alright, so that's going to be a pain in the butt. Let's go ahead and all of you, we're going to combine. That's fine. You guys, that's 150,000. These guys have 300,000. They're defending against Great Britain. Where is this? Sudanese? Oh. Okay, how is that the case? Let's just quickly check. So they're fighting British Congo, all of this. How on earth did Bengal get called on in? I do not understand. Yeah, I really do not understand how they got dragged on in. Maybe it's a... Are they a great power? Yes, okay, maybe that's why they're doing it, just to try and spite another great power. Oh, and it looks like Great Britain has definitely improved their situation for that economic hegemon. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. I was really hoping that they were going to lose this. It does look like it's growing, which is not ideal. Yeah, in fact, do we... you know what? It doesn't even matter. The amount of money they're making is not something that we can control. We can only deal with our own finances. If for some reason we eclipse them, we can happily take that from them, but I doubt that that is likely. Let's see. Yeah, we just can't take that. We're not going to go ahead and go for this. We'd need more heavy ships. And then we need a whole bunch more in the fleet as well. And I'm not sure we go for naval hegemon either. If anything, we'd go for the military, if anything else. But again, that's just not what I... It's just not likely for us to be working towards. Alright, so if we fight Bengal, we'll deal with... What's this? 500,000, 600,000. We do technically have the numbers on our side, but we do need a few more in position. These guys are going to be on defense of rebels, so we're not going to bother with them. I think... Yeah, these guys will stay over there. Same with you. Again, dealing with all of these rebels is going to be the main thing for us. Let's get these guys together. I think what we'll do is... Hang on a second. Yes, we can get you to do rebel suppression around the bend. And that should be fine. We are already coring all of this up, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, Tehran. Okay, so how long will this take? Till December 43, so next year, a year and a half. Yeah, it's going to take us a little bit of time, but it is what it is. At least we should be able to get you over towards Bengal. Everyone else should be happy to deal with that. Alright, and there we go. So let's march you over... Let's march you over here. Let's just quickly check. Where is your capital? Okay, nice and close. So it's over here in Gorda. There we are. Okay, any other forts that we need to be aware of? What's that? Satko, or whatever it is. Okay, so we'll have to deal with them. And then... Oh my goodness, look at all of those fortifications. Hang on a second, we just hit the wrong button a few times. They have so many forts, that is very, very, that is not very enjoyable, but at least we should be able to siege down a whole bunch of stuff. We'll go... Let's see, we can do a claim on another area, which we probably should do. Just make sure that we have as much, as cheap as possible to deal with all of this. Either that or we go ahead and sabotage their recruitment. But we'll double check. Let's see, what are the areas we've got around here? Anything particularly expensive? 14 development here. I guess that's at least another 40 odd. And that was, what's that, Lower Doab? Uh, 20, 40 something in Bihar. Yeah, Bihar is probably the most expensive bit that we need to take. Even then, I'm pretty sure we can take this all in a single war. Let's see, 46. Yeah, that does seem to be the right spot. Make it easier to control, cheaper to call. I think we go ahead and do that. We can always go ahead and sabotage their recruitment while we're at war. We also have another unassigned merchant, which is nice. We're now up to 20, so that is good. I guess some of our investments have paid off. Let's send you... I don't know. Do we go ahead and just start trying to control some of the stuff in the New World? I guess that's not the worst plan. Yeah, again, though, if we can just take stuff away from Great Britain, that's going to be the best way for us moving forwards. All the money goes down there regardless, so that's not really worth controlling. Can we control anything on this side? Maybe. That does go across to... That all heads towards Nippon, so you know what? Maybe that's not the worst idea for the Polynesian Triangle. Either that or... Actually, let's just double check our trade. Okay, so we've got the Nippon. Either that or Transoxiana. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Anatolia. Okay, let's just see what we can control here. Let's move... We've got people all the way over here. Let's just go ahead and focus on moving trade from over here. Yeah, so we'll go for some downstream power and see if we can control that a little bit better. Are we collecting? Yeah, we're collecting there. So let's go ahead and we'll transfer trade power. So increases the flow of money downstream. Also send back some power upstream as long as you already had power in the previous node. I think that seems like the best course of action. And then, who knows, we might even be able to divert some up towards us as well. So, we'll just have to see how that all goes. Rebels, right. Pause. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're almost done. What have we got? More Rebel Uprising. Where are these guys? I don't know. 321%. That's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and combine. You're doing rebel suppression. You don't really have anyone to deal with. Oh. Okay, they broke free. That is a problem. Okie dokie. So, can we go ahead and consume you? We could just go imperialism. Oh, we have a truce, unfortunately. I am very tempted to do that just so we can clear these out. I don't want to lose any more land to any of these native folk. I guess we could... I guess what we may have to do is see if we can journey all the way the long way around to deal with everything. It doesn't seem very practical, but it may just be our necessary course of action. So we can get all of this. Alright, so we'll close that. That's 17,000. We'll go ahead and we'll do something similar here. Again, we just have to make our way around. I'm not really too concerned on all of the details as long as we are getting to where we need to go. Let's head up again, make our way around. Does that include this? Yes. Okay, we did manage to get that this time. Yes. Okay, so I think we have... I think the color is changing ever so slightly. So you know what? That'll do. That should be enough. Alright, we'll deal with the rest later. The rest of our exiled armies, let's just make sure that everyone is getting back together. We're definitely going to have some rebels. Yep, those separatists over there will definitely need to be dealt with. Let's see, you'll be there on the 13th. Let's go ahead and we'll deal with a bit of rebel suppression over here. You will do fine. Now luckily, I don't believe we'll get any separatism because we have a fort in the area. I have been wrong before. It might have to do with states as well, but we will try and do what we can. We will just have to see how that all plays out. So we've got all of this. In fact, you know, let's just go ahead and make sure that you are always active somewhere in the region. And I think that should be fairly good. And then let's see, that's 150,000. It's almost enough. Maybe we build up one more army. Let's go for one more stack of troops. I think we have a 60 odd thousand. So let's go ahead and get them to grow. I don't know, about here should do. So that should give us a good 200,000 men just for this battle. Once we're done with Bengal, that'll be fine. I don't see these guys ever regrowing their military strength as much now that we've controlled so many of their provinces. We've taken away a lot of their ports as well, so they won't have the navy that they used to have. I think this is all stuff that's going to pan out very, very nicely in our favor. So we'll have to see how that all works out. As for everything else, let's see. Great projects. Is there anything that we could pick up? Patriarchal authority, tolerance of the true faith could be useful with all of these problems. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Prestige, splendor, lifespan. Again, I'm just not that sold. You guys, I don't care about. It's in the new world. And if we lose it, I don't want to have expended all of that for nothing. Don't get missionary strength. That could be useful if we found it. You. Defensiveness. Mercantilism. Unity. Nope. Come on. Surely we can find something worthwhile. True Faith, Patriarchal Authority again. We're just not really finding much of anything. I think, if anything, we need to be spending a greater amount of money. Maybe the, yeah, here we go. Less on missionaries. Maybe we get missionary cost. Local unrest, I guess, isn't bad. You're already maxed out. You're not ours. Yeah, it looks like all the really good ones that we wanted are already at level 3, so it's not exactly something we can handle. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, again, I'm just not seeing anything that's really worth expanding. Maybe the tolerance of heretics and the tolerance of the true faith. I suppose the Hagia Sophia could be worthwhile for us. Again, I'm just not 100% sure. I think once we core this up, we'll at least go for this one. But other than that, I think it's worth... hang on. How long is it going to take to core on up? December of 43. So that's at least another year. We're going to make plenty of money between now and then. So let's just go ahead and build things up. Let's go... Manufactories again. Anything that's particularly nice, we'll try and build. Yeah, and that should have to do. And you know what? I think that's probably where we're going to call it for today. We'll see if we can get this army ready. We'll see if we can attack Bengal. Hopefully, without too many of their buddies causing us trouble, we can piece them out. In fact, we may even go ahead and build a secondary army just so we can deal with Ming. In fact, let's just quickly double check. How many men do they have? 122,000. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll build up one more army in the next episode, and then we'll go ahead and fight Bengal, and then we should be done and dusted with them, so they're no longer a concern, and then we can just clean up these tiny little bite-sized pieces and get Masters of India. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.